In Exodus chapter 4 verse 22, pay attention. Exodus chapter 4 verse 22. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. I told you, when you hear the word son, it's not always like a male child biological. Son here is one that carries your responsibility, one that carries your image, or one that carries your thoughts, one that carries your responsibility, your image, your thoughts, or one that carries out your plans. That's a son. So Israel is my Benny. Israel is my firstborn. Firstborn, if you go back to Genesis, firstborn is that guy who takes over the father's responsibility. Firstborn is that guy who takes over the father's responsibility and liability. So Israel is my son and firstborn. Therefore, in Psalm 105 verse 13 to 14, pay attention, the whole nation. 105 13 to 14. When they went from one nation to another, from one kingdom to another people, he suffered no man to do them wrong, yea, he reproved kings for their sake. God is saying to them, this whole earth belongs to me. Which means their inheritance was a responsibility he gave to them. Yeah. That is, God is saying, this whole earth belongs to me. And I want the whole earth to be saved. I want the whole earth to be my house. I want the whole earth back. That is the inheritance. The inheritance is not property, it's not physical, material things. The inheritance is people. The inheritance is men. So in the resurrection as well, we are joint heirs with Christ. We are joint heirs with Christ. Look at Romans, the 8th chapter, the 14th to the 16th verse. Romans, the 8th chapter, the 14th to the 16th verse. For as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God. Pay attention. For you have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but you have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. Next verse. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. Next verse. And if children, then heirs, heirs of God, and joint heirs with Christ. If so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. So he now tells you that we are joint heirs. He uses the word adoption. Adoption is the word hutesia in the Greek. That is sonship. We have the spirit of adoption. Now, but back up to Romans chapter 4 verse 13. Glory to God. Romans 4:13. For the promise that he should be the heir of the world was not to Abraham or to his seed through the law, but through the righteousness of faith. Abraham, the heir of the world, or the owner of the world. Where the same writer writes about Abraham as the owner of the world. Now, it doesn't mean that Abraham will own all the houses and cars and banks. No. It means Abraham has a responsibility as the owner of the world to reach the world. To reach the world. That God will reach the world through his seed. Through his seed. Look at Colossians chapter 1 verse 12. Pay attention. Colossians 1:12. Giving thanks unto the Father, which hath made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light. We are partakers, qualified by the Father to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints who are in the light. Then he explains what he's talking about in verse 13. Who hath delivered us from the power of darkness and has translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son. The word kingdom there is authority. He has translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son. The word kingdom is authority. The word kingdom is task, T-A-S-K, and it means responsibility. So inheritance is responsibility. The inheritance of God given to the believer is God's responsibility given to the believer. Look at Ephesians chapter 1 verse 18. Ephesians chapter 1 verse 18. The eyes of your understanding being enlightened, that you may know what is the hope of his calling, and what the riches of the glory of his inheritance in the saints.